got it live on Tuesday night. Deschamps for the Bulls. The overall approach has seemed to be steady as she goes. Stay in our lane. Business as usual. But do you think that'll continue?
And business has been good, Kevin. One of the best attendance rates in the league. But listen, this is a Bulls organization that has to figure out its right direction and see how they can continue to build and find a way to build from the ground up and reach new heights, whether it is going a more rebuilding route, more in the middle route, versus going and really taking big swings. I think this is an organization that is very much trying to find their direction.
Oh, you're kind of setting the table. What could happen with this team? Good stuff. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The wingmen, White and Levine. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. And it's Giddey in at the point. And for the Bucks, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Levine can't hit. Here's Milwaukee now. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete, can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot, it makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who's guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways, and that'll be fun to watch tonight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Rebound, Milwaukee.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Count it, good.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home, extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Giddey against Lillard. Giddey kicks to Williams. That three off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Lillard. His last outing, he had 18 points. Jackson misses. And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Jackson passes to Lopez. Back to Jackson. Shoots over White. Jackson misses. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 4. Pass to Vucevic. The dish now to Levine. The putback. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Prince on the wing. On the 3 off target. Bulls trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And they pick up 2.
Well, you can see the athleticism there. I mean, Levine able to stop, gather, and pop in one fluid motion. I know it looked easy, folks, but that's athleticism and giftedness right there.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Chicago, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. That ties the game. Levine's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Nice touch on the floater. Another tool that Levine's developed. I mean, he's becoming a better all-around scorer for sure.
Now, here's Lopez. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
So timeout called here, the first for Chicago. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources, the players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA?
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Now here's Giddey after Taurean Prince's miss. Shoots over Lillard with the putback. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And here is Giddey. 11-point game his last outing. Out to White. And again, Chicago. No good. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here. And to Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Kobe White.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him. And he's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that.
And he makes the first.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. 3 on the clock. From the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Now here's Lopez. Back to Lillard. Outside for Jackson. Prince in the corner. From about 19 feet. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
White finds Levine. Over in the corner, Williams. Lopez with the block. Prince dishes to Lillard. Here's Jackson. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Giddey the pass to Levine. Dishes it to Williams. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Patrick Williams. Buzelis comes in for Zach LaVine. Osumu, he's checked in for Kobe White. And it's Carter in for Josh Giddey. Shot clock at 3. Launches it. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend.
365, 24/7.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Now, here's Dosunmu. He has yet to score. It's rebounded by Portis.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jump.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
Milwaukee making a switch. Lights checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Terry's checked in. Bulls trail by 7. Now Carter. Scoreless thus far. Here's Dosunmu. Giannis grabs the miss. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. 2 minutes remaining in the first. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Now here is Carter. Pass to Dosunmu. His fourth shot, his fourth miss. Still looking for his touch tonight. Here's Trent. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Carter. Terry outside. Passes to Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Smith finishing with power. I like that dunk right there.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Giannis passes to Wright. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Bruce Ellis. That one wide left. Chicago's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Goes Sunmu, the pass to Terry. Pass to Buzelis. Milwaukee with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. So they knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Chicago with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you get the sense that guys are still trying to figure out how to guard Buzelis.
First trip to the line for him here.
Buzelis taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
A really talented youngster. Matas Buzelis comes from Lithuania, and they have a very rich basketball history there, and he's hoping to add to it.
That one misses. Bucks leading by 8. There's the pass to Beauchamp. Now here's Antetokounmpo. A 20-point game for him in the win against Houston.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Yeah, you know, he had a lot of misses for him, and it looked to me as though he just never was comfortable from the foul line. He's had trouble putting up the same numbers from the foul line that he put up last season.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 9. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
14.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. The guard set is Giddey and White. Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 7-point differential. Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one. But is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena atmosphere?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game ASAP.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Both free throws good from Connaughton. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Giddey kicks to White. Back to Giddey. From the stripe. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Giddey's got 6 points.
And honestly, Giddey mostly avoids that area, but nice to see him being aggressive.
Lillard attacking. Off on the layup. Bulls trail by 7. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Here's White after the made shot from Bobby Portis. White finds Levine. Up top, Giddey, covered by Lillard, and it's sent back by Lopez. Down low. Back to Lillard. Outside Portis. And the layup falls. Portis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
Hard not to love the energy Portis plays with. He's not letting inside contact stop him or derail him at all.
Now, here's Vucevic. He can't get that one to fall.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
Here's Giddey. Goes back up. Vucevic just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
And the foul on Patrick Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Green, he's checked in for the Bucks. Williams against Prince. Lillard outside. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. From deep, Green. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game. White the pass to Giddey. Lopez with the block. Jackson with it. Still yet to score. Prince finds Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from outside.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Bean passes to Vucevic. Trying to get something going. He gets that one. Vucevic has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Lopez kicks to Jackson. Nobody near Lillard. And the Bucks miss again.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Bean passes to Giddey. From outside, off the mark.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And here's Prince outside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Always putting on the show. LaVine plays with flair and clearly one of the best dunkers in league history.
Now here's Green. No scoring in this one. There's the drive. Lopez right side. Shoots over Vucevic. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
White looking around. Outside, LaVine. Over Jackson. Bank shot. No good. Bucks leading by 10. Lillard left side.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
3rd personal foul. 3rd team
The Bucks
foul.
have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
No good on that one.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis, he's checked in for Lopez. Trent comes in for Jackson. And it's Wright in for Damian Lillard. And the second free throw, good.
You know, one of the things that makes Taurean Prince a real asset is that he embraces his role. It could be points, maybe it's boards. Whatever you want him to do, he pretty much can do it.
Now here's Terry. still without a basket.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Trent. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. Carter down low, defended by Trent. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And the Bucks making a change here. Beauchamp's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 9. Pass to Prince. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Buzelis.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he knocks down the first one.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Terry. Nothing on the board. And there's the drive. And he jams it with authority.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Prince. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And here is Dosunmu. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Floats it up for Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Carter against Wright. Carter, the pass to Dosunmu. Kicks it out to Terry. 6 on the shot clock. With the drive. Makes it off the glass. Terry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. 15.
The Bucks have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Delon Wright.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Dosunmu, the pass to Terry. Now Buzelis, defended by Prince. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Taurean Prince. The Bulls have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. Bobby Portis is checked in for Taurean Prince. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as well.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Third team foul.
The Bulls have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year.
Shooting 2.
But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. Both free throws good from Dosunmu. Here's Wright. Pass to Trent. Back to Wright. Inside shot. It's good. And the Bucks lead by 11.
That's just a good example of Wright taking what the defense gives. I mean, why settle for an outside shot when there's room to work inside?
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Out to Carter for 3. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Right against Carter. And that one's good. Wright's got 6 in the quarter.
Showing off tremendous handles, Wright, confusing the defenders and scoring the basketball too.
Pass to Terry. 14 feet away. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me on.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
Now here's Terry. He's got 6. Carter looking around. 6 to shoot. Smith for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's guarded closely. Puts it up. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, guys. Torian, what's been the key so far?
Ball move.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 11 points, 11 rebounds, and it's just about time.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Wright, and it's Beauchamp in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a 3-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. And it's Wright missing. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 3. And you know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg. But with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
First free throw is good. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw a foul.
Prince is checked in for the Bucks. Jackson comes in for DeLon Wright, and so Levine nails both of them. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And it's White missing. Milwaukee leading by 3. Jackson looking it over. He dishes it to Lillard. Over Giddey. Drained for 2 points. Lillard's got 8 points.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard, when he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
Levine, the bounce pass. Williams in the post. Giannis is there. Williams can't get it to go. Here's Giannis. Kept alive. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Josh Giddey.
And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Brook Lopez. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
For 2, Torian Prince.
And that one misses. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And he sinks the second. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. Wright has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
He misses the free throw.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Good on the second free throw. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, the ability to knife inside and convert. Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Bulls trail by 7. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
And checking out the numbers for Lopez. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's putting up about 12 points a game, just over 2 blocks, and 5 rebounds. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Here's Prince. Bean with the rebound.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Levine wide open, and he's good on the 3 ball. Levine's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He was extremely sharp at the free throw line in their last outing.
And it helped them get a narrow win. They needed every one of those points he got from the line. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Prince against Levine. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Gets an open look and hits. Vucevic has got 8.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Lillard against Giddey. Lillard scanning the floor. Over Giddey. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Vucevic to the pass to Williams. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And you look at Vucevic, and his tenacity goes up the closer he is to the cup. Defenders try to match his level of physicality down there, which more times than not results in him going to the foul line.
First free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Floats it up. There's Giannis. Look out below.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And they are in the top 10 in three-point shooting. Just enough touch from beyond to keep you honest.
And going back to the rebounding, what a season they're having on the glass. They enjoy the physical aspect of the game, no doubt. And Greg, it really suits their size and their style. And Lillard kicks to Connaughton. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And now it's an 11-point Milwaukee lead. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the pass to White. Now here's Williams. Here's Vucevic, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Vucevic has got 12 points in the game. Pass to Giannis. On the wing, Jackson. He feeds it to Lopez. Shot clock at 5, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. With a break in the action, let's bring up the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Bruce Ellis is checked in for the Bulls. Here's White. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Lillard.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Good D by Williams. Bulls trail by 9. It's White on the wing. Covered by Lillard. Here's Vucevic. And it's in there. 14 points for Vucevic.
Boy, you look at Vucevic, and he clearly is a guy that doesn't mind carrying the offensive load. He knows how to get to his spots and hit his shots.
Lillard outside. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Bean passes to Williams. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And that's exactly what he's looking to do, more and more. Lopez creating for his teammates.
Levine looking around, tipped away. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. They grabbed their own miss, and the dunk by Lopez.
Boy, you got to love how Lopez really puts himself in position to help his team wherever they need him. He works hard to contribute on every play.
Pass to Buzelis. Will it go? The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
A different look from Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Trent comes in for Jackson. And it's DeLon Wright in for Damian Lillard. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Terry comes in for Patrick Williams. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Carter in for White. Connaughton against Terry. At the top of the key, Buzelis. No good on the triple. Bucks leading by 14. Here's Giannis. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Carter. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Trent. Second chance shot. Can't connect from short range. Bulls trail by 14. Here's Terry. And yes, it's good. Terry's got 8 points. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside. Takes it from 10. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Dosunmu. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
The reach, the athleticism, the timing, no surprise. Giannis swatted that one away.
Trent finds Antetokounmpo. Powers through inside. Giannis. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Back to Dosunmu. Off target from three-point range.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Green, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Levine's checked in for Javon Carter. Both free throws good from Connaughton. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Now Dosunmu. Outside Levine. And the layup's good off the glass. Levine's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Now here's Connaughton. 7 points in the game. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Dosunmu's got 4 rebounds in this game. Levine with it. It's tipped. 1 second left. The shot, no good. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Milwaukee. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Levine and Williams up in the forward position. The guard set is Giddey and White, and it's Smith in at the center position. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And it's White missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Outside, Levine. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screen.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez is checked in front of Kumbo, and it's Prince in for Pat Connaughton. Giddey against Lillard. Now here's Levine. He's guarded close. And here is Giddey. Latre. They get it back. Vucevic got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Bucks leading by 20. And there's the feed to Green. And good that time.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Prince against Levine. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Levine, a remarkable scorer, and he can help you in a lot of different ways. Showing it all tonight.
Portis in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Prince outside. Tries again. He lays it in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Giddey kicks to Williams. Back to Giddey from past the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's Lillard on the assist from Green. Lillard's got 19 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Levine against Prince. Passes it to Vucevic. Over Lopez. And it's Vucevic missing. And it's the Bucks ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Lillard the pass to Portis. Prince looking around. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Look at the turnover situation, guys. It's not been that bad, just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Levine dishes to White. Kicks to Vucevic. Outside, Levine. Back to Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got his third assist on the night. Lillard, the pass to Lopez. To the paint, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Prince against Levine. Outside Williams. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
First one falls for him.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
And he makes both free throws. Bucks leading by 22. Jackson passes to Portis. Lopez outside to the inside. And it's Lillard missing. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Here's Giddey, and the Bulls with another miss.
He really hasn't done much to help their cause today. They could have used a little more offense from him.
On the wing, Jackson. White covering. Lopez inside, working on Williams. Prince up top, shot clock at 6. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Prince has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, an accurate shooter with really good form. Prince is aggressive when it comes to looking to score.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Lillard, the pass to Portis. Outside Jackson. From deep, Prince. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic is... And Levine, here we go. Williams trying to break free. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Prince. Keeps it alive. Portis on the follow.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's White. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lillard outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Portis. That misses off the backboard. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They get it again. Here's Levine. Drops in the short one.
Collecting plenty of second chance points this half. That alone can keep a team in a game.
The Bucks shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Now the pass to Lopez. He kicks to Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged. in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
No good on the free throw. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot, keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Beauchamp's checked in, and it's DeLon Wright in for Damian Lillard. And he's good on the second. The Bulls shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Carter with it, guarded now by Jackson. White. Prince grabs the miss.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Here's Beauchamp. Terry covering. Beauchamp passes to Prince. It's stolen by White. Here's Carter. Here's Terry. White up top. Left side Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound Milwaukee.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
White goes in. Outside Williams. Back to White. Pass to Carter. Fires for 3. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
Boy, hard to say too much about the craftiness of Vucevic's game. I mean, oftentimes, because he's so clever and so good at drawing fouls, he just toys with defenders.
And the first one at the line is good. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
So he gets them both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawing some fouls.
Pass to Green. Lays it up off the glass.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Carter against Wright. Carter kicks to Terry. He takes it in, and it's good for 2.
Terry. Assist goes to Javon.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Terry outside. And it's sent back by Lopez. Green, the pass to Wright. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Buzelis, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie getting it done.
Here's Wright. Passes it to Beauchamp. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal foul.
When you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
And he makes the first. Lillard's checked in for DeLon Wright. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Williams, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. Zach LaVine comes in for Booz Ellis. White, he's checked in for Terry. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Carter. He makes one of two that time. And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. And White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Beauchamp. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
And so he makes both from the line. Chicago's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Booz Ellis. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Second personal foul.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Giannis passes to Beauchamp. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really let them down. I thought an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Giannis.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Pass to Booz Ellis. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Bucks ball.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee.
Bucks. Bobby Portis.
There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Carter against Wright. Pass to Beauchamp. Clock at 6. That shot, no good. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Back to Dosunmu. Looking to get it going. Kicks it out to Terry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Great individual performance. I guess you're going for another MVP, huh?
You know, I try not to think about it that much. My mind says do my job, do whatever it takes to help my team win, and all I care about is that we gotta win.
Love the humble brag, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks.
All right, David, thanks so much.